the smoke.
Dust.
Oh yeah, it is dust.
You wave after wave.
So after about 3 weeks in the Bundaberg region, we're back in the car today and heading south. We're aiming to be somewhere near Kenilworth tonight. So this is Little Yabba Creek Rest area. You can stay here just for one night. Just came down the hill to have a look at the river. That's us camped just up there. No cars allowed in this area here. We're just taking a walk down along under the bridge. See if you can get through to the other side. Not a lot of water in the river at the moment. Oh yes, and this brings you out to the other side. And there's camping over this side as well. There's an interesting sculpture on this side which has poetry inscribed on it, and the shape represents the roots of a fig tree. This is the Mary River. So there's plenty of bins here, and there's also a toilet block. Apart from that, no other amenities. Need to bring everything else you need, including water. So the next day we headed further down south, driving past Somerset Dam. We didn't stay here as we have been here before, and we need to get home into New South Wales quite quickly. So hopefully today we'll cross over the Queensland-New South Wales border. So just before sunset we pulled up at Braemar Park after crossing the New South Wales border and driving through Casino on the Summerland Way. Staying here just tonight. So after our overnight stop here on the Summerland Way, we're heading down into Copmanhurst today. This place has been on our bucket list for a long time to do, and we think we might just spend the weekend there and relax by the river if we can get a spot. So I just arrived at Copmanhurst. Just coming down to find a spot down here on the river. Looks beautiful. This is more like it, isn't it, Larry?
Yeah. Plenty of area to camp.
Larry's just gone in to check out the water, see how cool it is. Looks like he's washing his thongs. So once we got set up here, we both had a nice swim today. And then in the afternoon, the wind picked up and it got quite choppy. It's all calmed down again. Larry's popped down here for a little spot of fishing. There's plenty of little fish down here. We've seen lots jumping out of the water, but they're just little tiny mullet. Is it mullet, Larry?
Yeah, mullet.
So,
Flathead and Braemar. Perch, silver perch.
oh, come around the other side. I've got the sun that way. Looks like we're going to have a nice sunset downriver. But, yeah, by all accounts from people we've spoke to, there's not much in the river.
Something jumping up there.
But he's going to give it a go anyway.
Yeah.
There's plenty jumping around, but whether or not they're going to be big enough.
I just want to catch a bit small one, so then I can put him on a hook for a big one.
I just saw one jump behind you. Beautiful afternoon sunset. Larry just returning from a paddle, little small paddle this morning. It's a beautiful spot for stand-up paddle boards, kayaking. There's been some jet skis out and even little blow-up boats and other boats. It gets a bit shallow in spots, so when the tide's low. Just going for a paddle up the Clarence. Beautiful day today, nice and sunny. So it's nice and peaceful here, but there's a boat coming upstream, so it might get a bit wavy in a minute. Oh, it's not a boat, it's just a jet ski. So hopefully the waves won't be too big. We're just going up around the bend now. See what we can see up there. Not sure if the GoPro picks it up because I haven't got my other camera with me. It's beautiful blue wildflowers all on the bank there. Some nice rocks. Now we've been on the road for 5.5 months, right up to the top of Darwin and back. And for the things that we love to do, I think this is one of the nicest places we've found. The water is clean for swimming. It's deep enough for fishing, kayak. The river's absolutely gorgeous. And to think it's only about 3.5 hours from home base. I think we'll be planning to spend a lot more time up here. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful part of the country. Just on a solo mission today. So far we've only blown up the one board. I'm not too sure how much longer we're staying. If we decide to stay a few more days, we may blow up the other one. But our food stock is running low, so don't know if you can see back there in the distance. That's where we're camped. So head up a little bit further up the river and see what I can see. Another boat going past. I'll get a bit wavy. I'll just stay in close to the shore till they go past. Some really beautiful rock formations along the river. Whoops, I'm just going to run into some rocks. Better back pedal a bit. I'll just stop here for a minute. Those beautiful rocks. Don't know what it is with rocks, but they fascinate me. Some of the colours and things in the rocks. Yeah, this is only one tiny little section of the Clarence River. I know there's many more places along here that would be beautiful too to see, so we might have to find some more camp spots along the Clarence. Once the boats have gone, it's just so peaceful out here. Just the noise of the water, occasional bird, just beautiful. I could spend all day out here, I think. Lots more pretty flowers on the bank here. It's just so peaceful. And the one thing I like the best about here is I don't have to worry about any crocodiles jumping up to get me. You can tell it's spring, all the spring flowers are out along the banks. Well, my piece is about to be shattered. Here comes another boat up the river. I'll just move a bit closer to shore so I don't get rocked around too much. So the river goes around another bend, so I might just turn around here and head back, seeing as I'm on my own today. And I didn't bother putting a life jacket on. Larry said I wouldn't need one, but I just don't know how deep the river gets further down, so we'll turn around and head back. Well, some kids going past having fun on their floating device towed by the boat. Yeah, so the far side of the river is more a bit like pasture land. Maybe it's private property, I'm not sure. But I love this other side with all the rocks. Feels a bit gorgy. I know there is a really big gorge down further on the Clarence River. So once we get a few other things sorted out, we might make a plan to come back here and camp up at the gorge. I think that's been on our bucket list for a long time. So just turning the bend now back to go back to home base camp. There's a person up on the cliff there in a nice green section who obviously likes to solo camp all by themselves. There's a beautiful beach and then the boat ramp camp just further down. So if you wanted to camp up the top there and hike down that bank, you've got a beautiful little sandy beach you could camp near. Where we are further down, where all the caravans are down there, We're on the river bank, so it's pebbly, but it's fine. It's no grass, but we're right on the water, so you can't have everything, and we would much prefer to be by the water. So just back at camp now. A beautiful paddle. I really enjoyed that morning. Sausages for dinner tonight. So that's about all we've got left.
Oh, just bacon.
Time to do some shopping or time to head home. Decided to drive into Grafton this morning so that we don't have to leave for another day or two. Just going for a walk. See if we can see anything up the end of the campground. What are you telling me? What are you telling me?
Packed down. Yeah, with rocks in it. It'll be washed away.
So we're having a chat to a local guy who popped in, and he was telling us in the floods the water went right up to the top up there. It's incredible to think there'd be that much water from the river there would make it all the way up to the top. Colours in the rocks. Just looking at Snakehead Rock. Where we're camping, we only see the side of it. So if you come up further, you can see how the front of the rock is shaped like a snake's head. So how did you go, Larry? A full container.
Very small.
I should go get another container then. So Larry just went up behind the campground and there's a mulberry tree. And at the moment it's full of mulberries. Are they sweet? Anything grubs in them?
I don't know, but they don't.
Well, I hope there's no grubs in them then. Your hands, Larry. I told you to take the kitchen gloves.
Yeah.
And this finishes our time at Copmanhurst. We're leaving in the morning.